Hello everyone, welcome. I am Amy, the creator of Work Smart Math and a highly experienced private math tutor. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to solve linear inequations. If you are confident on solving linear equations, you will find solving linear inequations easy too. However, if you're feeling a bit rusty, please check out my other video on how to solve linear equations before watching this one. Enough said, let's get started. Equations and inequations are mathematical expressions. The difference between an equation and inequation is their signs. Equations have the equal sign, and inequations have signs such as greater than or equal to, less than, and less than or equal to. Due to the differences in their signs, how to solve them is different too. The good news is there's only one difference in their methods. Let me show you in the following examples. Let's first move 5 to the right-hand side and treating this like an equation. Remember to change the sign of 5. And now we need to divide both sides by 2. Or 2.5. Although this is an inequation, if we need to multiply or divide one side by a number, we still need to do the same on the other side to keep it balanced. Now, you may think, is that it? What is the difference? Is this actually the answer? Well, to check the answer, let's just pick any number that is within this range. If x is less than 2.5, that means 0 could be an answer to this inequation. Let's put 0 back to where x is and see if that makes sense. When x equals 0, the left-hand side becomes 2 times 0 plus 5. This little dot here means multiply. And this gives us 5. And 5 is indeed less than 10. So that means 0 is an answer. All right, pretty easy, isn't it? So what is the difference of the methods? Let me show you in the next example. Just by making one slight change to this question. What if I add a negative sign in front of 2x? And now we need to divide both sides by negative 2. When we do that, the difference is whenever we either multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, we need to switch the sign to the opposite. Before, it was less than, now has to become greater than. And 5 divided by negative 2 is negative 5 over 2. Or negative 2.5. All right, let's check if this makes sense. If x has to be a number that is greater than negative 2.5, how about 0 again? Let's substitute 0 into the original inequation. Then it becomes negative 2 times 0 plus 5. which still gives us 5. And that is still less than 10. So again, this answer is correct. So to summarize, the only difference between solving an equation and an inequation is if we need to either multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, we need to switch the sign of the inequation to its opposite. If it was less than, it will become greater than. If it was less than or equal to, it will become greater than or equal to. Let's put our learning into practice and take a look at this one last example. Please feel free to pause the video and give it a go. Okay, so let's start solving this like an equation and see if we need to either multiply or divide both sides by a negative number or not. So let's move everything that contains x to one side and the other numbers to the other side. Looks like we do need to divide both sides by a negative number. And remember to switch the sign to the opposite. All right, you can check the answer by picking any number that's within this range, meaning they have to be less than or equal to negative 29, and then put that number into the original question to see if that makes sense. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for more. I also offer online tutoring lessons that can be easily booked at www.worksmartmath.com. Why work harder when you can work smarter? See you next time.